Okay, let's continue. Hopefully I won't die this time.
Found the body too. He's pretty bloodied up.
More power outages today, damn it. I thought they had a lead on that. People have been crankier than usual. One of my boys just broke down today, shaking and scratching like he was suffering from withdrawal or something. I checked with the nurses who examined him, and it seems like there was some sort of drug in his system. He swore blind he wasn't dirty and hadn't been taking anything, but they are already preparing a tribunal for the poor guy. The thing is, I believe him. Everyone's been acting a bit peculiar lately. What's happening to my beautiful ship? The crap is growing on the spine of this baby like a cancer. I keep mailing Dr. Maylan about this, but he hasn't responded to any of my messages. I know he's reading them because I get more of those stooges from hydroponics down to collect samples whenever I send more than a few words his way. I managed to corner his assistants the other day and demanded to know when we would be getting our share of the rations. She looked at me like she hadn't slept in a week and said, "Soon. None of us are sleeping properly." I tried to greet each day with a smile, but the ranges are getting panicky, if not mutinous. I spend my time breaking up fights instead of maintaining the engines. I was thinking of taking a group down to the engine ports and torching that shit off the hull, but I'm worried it's too late for that now. No more engineers, no more hope. When you take those things away, you get nothing left. I'm dictating these wedged under the main security terminal. I don't think any of those things will hear me. The rest of the survivors are holed up in the bulkheads, but nobody was willing to risk leaving until we had some sort of protection. I pointed out we would either starve or die anyway, so I voted overwhelmingly for me to try and get help. So I came down here through one of the maintenance access tunnels and reprogrammed the security terminal to mark any individuals with their PET still implanted as hostiles. That should at least get the turrets on our side. I'm not sure it will work, but it's all I can do. I'm alone now. Hell, I'm used to it. Never met the right girl and all that. Pretty sure I heard Lotus screaming, you know. They're probably all dead now, but I can't know for sure. I could hear those things peeling panels off the floor and walls like they were paper. And I'll be damned if they'll find me cowering under the floor like a rat. Guy Flox jumped with the noose around his neck when he was out to execute. Did you know that? They were going to half strangle him and then rip him to pieces, but he cheated the executioners, breaking his own neck before they could try to torture him. I'm going to do likewise. Got a gun for my protection, see? Only one bullet left, but no matter, I only need one. From Dr. Ramjokbar to everyone. Dear all, for those of you who are still able to receive these messages on the intranet, you will know by now that the creatures are using our abilities to proceed past security checkpoints. To prevent these, I have decided each in turn you will proceed under armed guard to the primary surgery pod, where your abilities will be removed. Once this is done, we will reprogram the security protocol so that they will target all creatures that still possess these tags. Do not answer the doors to your quarters unless confirmed by the designated password. Today the word is ages. The unidentified substance is still spreading. It's fouled up engine ports D through G, and after a brief confab with the drive engineers, I can tell you that it's having a detrimental effect on the efficiency and the speed of the engines. The long and short of it is that the ship is seriously slowing down. The only thing accelerating is the speed of the fungal growth. Its origin is unknown, although we are narrowing it down. This is a crisis situation. Use the hardest stuff you can find to remove it from the fixtures and drive plates without actually endangering the protective casing of the drive cores. Good luck. Maintenance overdue for almost a year. Replace cable is leaving.
I think that would break. I can try to make it fit, but it may break.
Well, what the hell do I know? Need to disable that shit somehow. Another stupid computer puzzle, great. Is there any way I can switch things?
That's just crazy. Although...
Maybe I can damage it with this?
That's just crazy.
It's not crazy. Water destroys. Okay, that should work.
Internal matrix. Reclamation plant requires preventative maintenance per Directive 19-86.
That's just crazy. Although... no. Crazy.
Is there any way I can take the bullets? Those cannot be compatible bullets, can they?
I think that'll just break it. This isn't gonna work.
Ah, fuck. Straight to use this shit.
Probably not a good idea. I don't think that'll work.
bullet in his brain that I wouldn't be able to shoot it.
It doesn't work like that.
Fuck.
Maybe. No. I don't think this will fit.
I hate doors.
One override, coming up. Shit, John! The security systems in medical are inaccessible. It's like they've been locally reset. I can't access anything.
I'll think of something.
Great.
Notice. Wormlink has experienced an electrical failure in the nuclear fusion fission hybrid engines.
Wow.
Yeah.
Warning. This area is off limits to all active PDT users. Please see your supervisor for further instructions.
That makes no sense! All PDTs! That's everyone! They must have changed security settings. Stop anyone from heading down below.
Or coming up.
That utter jerk. I cannot believe that asshole. What kind of man dumps a girl under an ear? Poor Danica is in hysterics. I had to swap my shifts on account of that prick. Sadie made that easy enough. She's such a good friend to me. We were inseparable at nursing school until she decided to branch out into botany. Seems she's suited more to general medical research than patient care. That's fine, I don't mind. I prefer working with people to plant anyways. The new walkway in hydroponics is a bonus too. Some of our boys like to stretch their new limbs among the greenery. Who said the new apartments were of no use? This is selfish, I know, but damn it. I've had so much on my plate, I'm having to do serious overtime. And then ungrateful turds like Eric mean I've got even more to deal with. My poor baby sister. Body of a 30-year-old woman, mind of a 16-year-old girl. Apparently, he says being the pilot of the Ozymandias is just too much pressure on a relationship, as is that sweet little co-pilot he recently acquired. I've had it up to here with pilots. Are they ever not chasing tail? Well, tonight should be okay, as I've got Danica coming around with some of the girls and a shipment of Martian champagne. The object increase is proving to be a blessing and a curse. We've got more equipment for sure, but nowhere near enough space for it. If only the Groom Lake was one of those modular types, we might be able to get some extra room. Sadie and I are working our butts off around here. God bless Sadie. If it wasn't for her, I would probably be an alcoholic by now. Danica's still not over her douchebag ex and calls me up crying most nights, just to talk about it. Next time I see him, I'm going to punch his lights out. I worry about Danica. She's depressed, not eating, not sleeping. I might ask Engracia to book her for an appointment. She needs a shrink. Work-wise, the regeneration tanks are working beautifully, but the increased demand for them means we're running short of chemical disassociation reagents. And the cell growth regeneration fluid is pretty much spent. Speaking of the fluid, it's this new stuff Dr. Malin's unit has had us using. It's technically the same as the last stuff, but I'm sure the molecular composition is different. Apparently, it's 4 times as effective. It seems kinda unpredictable, actually. I've already asked Dr. Harvey to request that we switch back to the old one, which he has done twice. Why are they ignoring us? Crazy huge brawl in the mess hall today. All of the guys sweating and looking like they had OD'd or something. There's been a spike in violent assaults, and I swear it has something to do with the new supplies that came in. Ever since the new regen fluid, it seems like everything else is slightly off too. I'm sure of it. Diet, medicines, genetic samples, you name it. I spoke to Sadie, and she also swears there has been tampering. The idea that we've been ingesting bad food for months scares the shit out of me. I'm going to get a friend of mine to analyze some samples. Until then, I'm locking my door at night. I'm not sure who I can trust. Sadie's been giving me strange looks too. I might actually change the lock. I don't care anymore. I just don't care. I have to see Danica. I have to. She's with 2 others near the hangars, and I'm stuck here in medical. 2 rifles taken from a lone and bird and a laser escape. That's all we have to get there. Sadie keeps fighting me on this and making excuses. She's starting to piss me off. Has that idiot forgotten where we are? That the Groom Lake is now a freaking hunting ground and my sister is in the middle of it? I don't fucking care if they don't come back with me. I have to see my sister. I have to go to know about Danica. I've heard her on the radio a day or so ago, so I know she's still alive. She has to be hiding. Danica was always better than me at hide and seek back home. It took hours to find her. Once, Mom sent a research party for her, and she had been hiding in the bottom of the garden, tucked inside a dirt hole where Dad was planting beans. She's hiding, she has to be. Sad is causing me problems. If she won't come with me, I guess I'll have to make her come along, whether she wants or not. Dear Erika, I was under the misapprehension that your request was perhaps just paranoia, but given the test I performed on the provided samples, well, I have to be honest. Its implications are frightening. I will generally concur with your initial theory that some batches were bad, but there is clearly much more than spoilage at work. You have to understand that when batches like these are spoiled, they are all spoiled, not just a few. A fungus, for instance, will spread through the samples, but there is an astonishing difference between the samples you have sent me. Some seem to have cultivated quite for the qualities they demonstrate. Did you know the brassica sample is enhanced with a genetically enhanced form of PCP? I know this because I tested the sample on one of my rats. The poor little thing lashed out violently, suffered a seizure and then died. The precise name is DB85, a drug that was popular for enhancing the abilities of so-called remote viewers during the eugenic wars. Laboratory created the stuff, all designer, all professional. The most alarming part is that owing to the different genetic strains seen in the 5 samples you sent for analysis, I get the impression that these contaminants were deliberately distributed to the staff and patients. I'm not sure what lunatic would do such a thing, at least of all on a long-haul lab ship, but I have already sent a request to my superiors at the ministry to examine the matter further. On an informal note, please look after yourself, Erika. You have always been my best pupil, and I'm pleased to choose to confide in me. I do apologize that it has taken so long to get back to you. Be careful. With fondest affection, Luke.
I think I found the crew.
Are they also bloodied up, like the guy under the floor?
You could say that. I'm not sure how many people I'm looking at, but it's like something from a eugenics war painting.
Try to push through, John. A few decks below, one step at a time.
I thought that becoming the new head of medical tech on this deck would actually improve things, but it's like being thrown into the lion's den. The lockdown a few months back was a pain, but these inventory discrepancies are the real problem, and then yesterday the systems went haywire. The first thing Erika does, of course, is call up her little sister to make sure she's okay. I suppose I can understand that. I wish she would ask after me sometimes too. Yesterday during the power outage I was locked inside the storage room for 2 hours, but Danika's fine of course, so who cares about me? I was only trapped in a product storage room with only plant cultures and human limbs for company. I took a look at them actually, it's part of my job with the plants anyway, and I had to do something to keep my mind off things. Good specimens, all of them, except for samples 99D, E, and F. I couldn't for the life of me work out why samples this badly mutated would be permitted anywhere near the greenhouses. These are recent too. Dear God, what imbecile is shipping sent these to storage? Kane's hydroponics have the strictest quarantine regulations in the galaxy, punishable by losing your damn job. It must be the new section a few floors down. They got all kinds of fools on the payroll. You know, I usually like to spend time in the greenhouses, but I swear something's going funny with some of the new crops. Erika said I'm probably just imagining it, but I had a whole batch of brassica growth cultures thrown out the other day, showing signs of what looked like Dutch elm disease. How is that possible? I'm going to submit a report. How I'm supposed to explain to Dr. Maylan and the board that we have mutant cultures in storage and perfectly good crops with extinct diseases is another matter. Erika lost her damn mind. I'm scared out of my mind right now. She's dragged us on a full errand across the ship to look for Danica. I tried to tell her how I saw one of those things wearing Danica's face the other morning. Oh god, it makes me want to puke just thinking about it. It looked like a deflated balloon, as if it scuttled up the walls. I swear Ingracia fried it with a bolt, but we can't be sure. He's a psychiatrist, not a soldier. Then again, are any of us soldiers? Erika seems to think we are in the Marine Corps, waving around that rifle like a with a crazy-looking her eye, threatening to kill anyone who disagrees with her. Erika, I told her, you are a nurse. God, I barely recognize her anymore. What happened to my best friend? What happened to that girl from Stokey, Mississippi? I don't know who Erika Boxer is anymore. Erika died this morning. My friend is gone. One of those horrific things tore her spine out of her body right in front of my eyes. I must be one of the last ones alive. Not that I've got long. I'm infected with something. I can feel it. I checked out the hydroponics lab this morning. It's a wreck. I could have told them, anyone could have told them, that trying to breed a new fungus to kill the old one would be disastrous. The rest of it won't budge. I've tried tearing it away and with the laser scalpel Erika gave me, but it did nothing. Zilch nada. What doesn't kill it really does make it stronger. I'm going back to retrieve Erika's remains later. I know she died a crazy woman, but she was my friend. I still love her. I guess I need to take my PDT out. Dr. Maylan, first allow me to apologize for mailing you directly. This is a classified red emergency. I have undertaken further inspections beyond samples 99D, E and F and found that the majority of our inventory has been compromised by tampering. There are signs that the tampering began some time ago. Some of the materials are merely spoiled, but a large quantity appears to have been illegally modified. I'm not sure who the new suppliers are, but the inventory they have provided does not match the chemical manifest included. I am aware this is a shipping concern rather than a hydroponics one, but Project Seed is based around our successful cultivation of hyper-nutritious plants in unusual conditions. With the current stock we possess, there is no limit to the number of illegal or mutated nutrients going into our plant growth. I would advise that shipping and medical begin more thorough inspections of the received cargo. I suspect the problem could go back for months, although I've no evidence to prove this. Please recommend immediate termination of supply runs and discontamination of irrigation pipes until this is resolved. Sadie, I love you very much, sweetie, but have you lost your damn mind? Those samples are restricted. What if Dr. Maylan finds out you've brought samples from out the storage base? It's not only your job you'll be losing. I will do what you ask, but only because you have never been wrong before. Though I pray to God you are this time. Well, she was. You would be happy to nurse another toiler conveyance in your life. Destroyed sentry gun. I thought this was the place I was going to remove my PDA. Otherwise, how I'm going to proceed. Okay, let's go this way first. Invisible electrical field.
Serotonergic receptors are present in your principal vascular system.
Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at Kane security employees will not be tolerated.
No! What the fuck? Okay, I thought he was going to get electrocuted or something. Crazy. Surgical Bob the Great. Unlike much of the other machinery, this terminal was designed to assist in healing.
Back. It's been cut open.
Of course! They must have manually removed the PDTs. That's why the security systems were reset in medical.
Oh, the bodies. The bodies in the crew quarters. They were skinned. The creatures were using the PDTs to move through secure areas.
Must have realized what was going on.
So for me to get to the lower decks...
You have to remove your tag.
Remove?
Perhaps electric shock. No, that wouldn't work. John? This is the only surefire way.
What are you saying?
The surgery pod should already be programmed to remove it.
It didn't work out so well for this poor woman.
It's the only way, unless you space jump between decks.
Gee, this is surgery.
John, prep the pod.
Great, I'm going to die. A new year for the chief surgeon and a new year for the staff of medical tech. I have to think of it that way or it gets rather confusing. The staff of medical tech now consists of 3 extra sections: cybernetics, tissue regeneration, and for some reason medical hydroponics. Yes, it may be medicinal, but as I told Dr. Mayland, there are still plants. I don't wish to seem ungrateful. It is Kane Corporation who opened so many new doorways for me, and who redefined the frontiers of medicine for all of us. As a man who served his apprenticeship on the battlefields, elbow deep in the blood of innocents, I see those deserts and war-torn villages reborn as images of Nirvana is a privilege, and all thanks to the science of Kane. And yet, it is hard to understand why, on the Groom Lake, so many departments are being forced to share resources like this. I hear our budget will be up for review soon, and the chances of us getting an increase are slim. I shall try to remain positive. My goodness, a 300% budget increase. I have not yet been able to imagine how helpful this will be. Dr. Mayland assured me that a sizable portion of the budget will be applied to Project Seed. Makes our work that much more essential. We'll order the equipment and new samples, although I don't totally agree with the ethics of Dr. Mayland's acquisition of volunteers for surgery and testing. The leaps and bounds we've made in our research more than make up for the rest of it. It is wrong to assume that we must test the limits of morality for the greater good. I am a surgeon who has seen many awful things in the blood-soaked abattoirs of the Pangea Wars, so perhaps this should be a second nature to me, but I don't recall agreeing to the use of children for testing. I went to inspect the stasis tubes at the request of my chief nurse and found that there were several children, some as young as 9 years old, awaiting processing. Children! I was shocked and appalled and demanded an explanation from mainland. Edward Jenner has to test vaccines on children to see if they would work, he said. I knew the story. What medical does not? Jenner injected infected purulent exudates into the child's arm, which must have seen callous disregard for the child's life, and yet it saved the boy. That is how he convinced me. We are at the frontier of sciences. Chances must be taken. I do not always feel comfortable with his ethical choices, but his logic is sound. The research is too valuable for us to let a few moral qualms get in our way. I fear my decision to become a surgeon with Kane is not quite as simple as I thought. The first casualties of the infection spreading across the ship come to my lab. We've had to set up a quarantined operating room. I had to get my hands on a patient for the first time in years. The blood flow, the cutting of infected tissue using my specialized tools. God forgive me, but I enjoyed it. It's impossible to explain the adrenaline rush from playing God in such a way. I've find the life of so many on the verge of death in your hands. I felt it on the battlefields, and I feel it now. It is not the beauty of birth that moves me, it seems, but the pungent stench of death. I thought I had joined Kane Corporation to save my soul. Instead, it is to slake the thirst of the beast in me, whose jaws slaver at the scent of blood. I am ashamed. How could I have not seen it? Those awful life forms are distinguishing themselves as us inside us, disguising themselves as us. They wear our skins and our PETs, which explains how the security systems cannot detect them. If I didn't already know where those creatures came from, this would perhaps be less frightening. But they have learned the wild abominations. Abomination. What a word that is. It appears to summarize what we have created in our hubris. We have created evil. God help us all. Dr. Mela has recalibrated his guidelines for subjects in Project Seed, and specifically the requirements for any female subjects who have been previously pregnant. The female subject should ideally have been screened, but the precise source is not important. Since the project has a 99.89% chance of a non-fatal reaction in subjects, members of staff will be eligible for the test. The ideal subject is as follows: blood type O negative, height between 5'5" and 6 inches, or feet actually, free of any genetic defects, age between 18 and 40. Subjects must have recently been pregnant, ideally within the past year. We have disagreed often, but never so more than now. I am aware that Miss Callister doesn't work in surgery and that Chief Nurse Boxer has seniority in terms of rank. However, Callister has one of the most extraordinary organizational minds I've ever worked with. The product storage areas are clean and well indexed. Therefore, I have to challenge your demand that they remove her from her position because of these false reports that she has been sending you about anomalies in the supplies. I have no doubt that your claims of her illicitly taking samples is also only an accusation. She is a fine worker and reports only what she feels is right. I will be taking no action against her. You are in charge of the project, but you must allow me to choose my staff on my own discretion.
pod is not properly prepared for the selective program.
This is a friendly reminder that thought crime does not entail death.
Okay,
This is a final request for Ripley B. Unit to report to Communications Unit 18.
How do I even begin to operate on myself? Okay, let's put the oxygen tank there, I guess.
I don't think this will fit.
Fuck. Did fit. Empty stasis fluid container. Is there anything that's called a stasis fluid dispenser? Well, I lost my oxygen tank in any case. It actually... Logic would suggest I need to get her out of here, but how could I do that?
I think that will just break it.
Unless this is not the place I'm supposed to be. Okay, I guess I'm going out. I don't see how I can do anything.
I don't think this will fit.
Yeah, let's go to the other room. I'm afraid the turrets will kill me if I have my PET. How could I get it out? This is where the surgery patients lie. Of course. She said to program the surgery. How the hell do I do that? Okay, I'm going to open this door. If I instantly die, I won't restart.
Formed the womb. Oh, never again. It crawled through the night, and then they grafted their eyes and tore through my skin. Oh, never ever, never again. They came for our mothers and then for our kin, scratching the guilt and eating their sin, changing God's work, a seed to begin. We burn them with fire and kill them with men. Let us remember, never
Your
again.
choice does it again. Her blood is no use in the stringer. She is so hard. Visit us at Crew Quarters Sigma.
Get a
Persona
whiskey
data tag
mixer for just
detected.
100
John
credits if you
Marek.
do the twister.
Between 1 and 2 a.m. at Ted's Bootleg. Tell them your friend Phil sent you. Ted says meat that almost tastes real. Yum, 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 yum. Ted's.
Are you a pacifist? You don't like to get your hands dirty? We've got germs. We've got delivery systems. And we need to find them in interesting ways. Cannibalistic species.
Okay, I guess I can enter the other room now.
Get a juke and whisper.
Yes, I can. Okay.
Tia, a survivor.
Is someone alive?
Not exactly. He's in stasis.
It can be dangerous to wake someone from stasis without the proper procedures being followed.
So who the hell woke me?
Forget him, John. You need to think about the mission.
If I only knew what that was. I'm afraid to move forward because I could die. But I don't know how to activate that fucking thing. Stasis pod chip.
Another body. Or two? No, it's one.
Okay, be still, my beating heart. I saw the most divine creature in hydroponics. She's friends with that nurse, Erica. Erica gives me the evil eye, but sadly, she's just a divine thing. Curves in all the right places and the face of an angel. I keep trying to come up with reasons to visit medical hydroponics. She never sees me though. I'm not trained medical staff. Those soldiers in the recovery rooms give me funny looks if I'm at the window trying to get her attention. I have to find a way to speak to Sadie directly. I have seen her head to the decontamination room. She seems to go there after my shift. I might try and strike up a conversation by one of the machines. Maybe offer to her a drink. I'll do it tomorrow, or maybe the day after, because tomorrow I have a double shift. Still, it takes a brave man to work on unknown sciences in the bosom of the cosmos, doesn't it? Like the jocks back at school will ever be able to do what I freaking do. Risk life and limb to repair essential electronics, and that takes courage. I might not be a soldier, but I think I have the right to call myself a man of courage. What's with the shutdown? Jesus, 9 days now. I've been trying to get through to the surgical pods for a week. I gave up going to hydroponics just to see Sadie after they started restricting access to unnecessary personnel. So now I just hang around broke storage by the vending machines hoping to see her. But when I do, I just choke up. Damn, I'm so pathetic. I'm reading this book by Arian Sanchez. It's about the eugenics war. And it's freaking amazing what we are even allowed to do on the Groom Lake. With what happened all those years ago. I have to hide the book though. Dr. Malin saw me reading it in the rec room and he went totally apeshit, threatened to burn the book and fire my ass. So now it stays under my pillow. I'm sure as hell don't take it on my rounds. Instead I bring one of the Pinging series by J.C. Dark with me. Is that his real name? I doubt it. I love Major Block. He's incredible. Sometimes I wish I had the balls to be in the Marines rather than engineering. I would love to be like him. Rations arrived today. Nobody's impressed. It's all the emergency shit, so hardly gourmet, but man, I wasn't expecting much. But this is seriously bad. because food's short, people are going buck-fuck. Lotus punched Malone, broke the poor bastard's nose. Steve is having trouble keeping everyone from each other. I keep asking why we can't just raid hydroponics, but they keep shouting me down, especially Sadie. She looks so pissed when she sees me, but nowhere near as pissed as when she looks at Dr. Malan or Dr. Rajupar. She must despise me. Why didn't I just ask her out before? Because you're a coward, Berk. A dirty, stinking coward. The power went out again. I'm so freaking scared. I can barely breathe. Those rumors of animals plowing around medical? Not rumors. I saw one guy ripped apart by one of those things. Couldn't make it out too well. Pale skin, tails, I think. They move around like a pack of dogs, and they are strong. People are scared and hungry. I kept a small stash of food in my quarters. I didn't even tell Steve about it. I feel ashamed for keeping it to myself, but people are getting crazy, man. I think I might actually be against regulation to hoard food. Miglietta would kill me if he knew I had rations hidden, but come on, the guy's nuts. He practically strangled me the other day. Carswell had to restrain him. Body still freaking kills from the operation earlier. Steve was nominated to reprogram the security turrets. And the guy just went and did it. He's a hero, not like me. Now I'm just not a coward, I'm a freaking murderer. I used those poor bastards in Stasis to keep those goddamn awful things from getting to me. I just unlocked the Stasis units and began the recovery process, so that when they staggered out of the deep freeze, those things were watching for them. I found a product storage room that nobody was using and locked myself in. When the breach was reported, I heard the screams. I pissed myself. I fucking pissed myself. Is that any way for a real man to behave? As I ran, I saw Sadie cleaning her best friend's bloodied body on the corridor. The worst freaking part isn't that I never occurred to me to stop. I just hoped they would buy me the time I needed to find a hiding place. That's who Burke Carter was, whoever finds this, and I know somebody will. He was a coward. I just hope that the computer parts in the PDA come in handy to whoever finds this. If my hide was this useless in life, the least I can hope is that something I left behind will be useful. And I still don't know how to remove my tank attack. Great. Should I revive these dude? Let's try. Holy fuck, what the hell am I doing? Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, head 4 and CH2NO. Okay, I can remember that. 4CH2NO. Now what? What is this? Wait, maybe a torso? I have no idea. One injection and number 3 apparently. H3C and H, let's see. Okay, it does work that way. What about this? What the hell is that section of the body? Number 3 and number 3, okay. OOCSO. Let's see. Three on the syringe. Without the rest of the information. I know I have the head. 4 and 2. Let's double check that. 4 and 2. The whatever this is. 2 and 3 the torso, I think. This was 3 and 3, whatever the hell that part is. So I'm missing the middle section and the feet. I wonder if this is another one of those. Obviously need to get this guy out so he can perform the surgery on me. That's what I'm thinking, at least. Is that enough to make him go out and not die? How the hell do I even know what is going on? It is obvious I cannot do this on my own, I think. Okay, let's activate it. I have no other way. I doubt very much the other place. That must be a way down. Or do I have to go through the elevator down? Maybe that's the case. Shit. Let's explore that room. Again, if I enter and die, I won't restart just for entering a place. If I open...
Are you expecting a beautiful bouncy baby boy or girl? Speak to your nearest administrator for details on our enrollment twice program. You could win an all-expenses paid vacation to Titan. Competition is sponsored by the SEED team.
Your bar of choice does it again.
I have no choice but to activate that too. Hope for the best. Hopefully he's not tyrant.
It doesn't work like that. This isn't gonna work. Again lost. How could I possibly do anything here? The problem is I don't even really know what I'm doing. Hello Argon, Acrobat, how are you? What the hell am I supposed to... This is not the torso, but the spine in the middle. I don't know. Now, what it had to be the torso. any pattern here. Jesus Christ. What could I possibly do? Cannot move forward. I certainly don't know how to revive that guy. But that asshole did know how to. The guy that... he said he made the guys go out of stasis so he could be killed. But there was no information on his PA on that particular subject. This is really sad. Sadly, it's time to hit the walkthrough guide because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Unless anyone in chat has a suggestion, because I don't know what else I could do. I'm sure doing...
maybe.
None of that makes sense.
I think that'll just break it. Maybe. No, that won't work.
Alright, let's see what the guy recommends, because I have no idea what to do. Let us see. Okay, somehow he managed to... What the fuck? That's insane. Okay. I just wanted to do something I never would have occurred to me.
This should be useful.
It's ridiculous.
Surgical plot is not properly prepared for the selected program.
It's the most stupid thing I've ever seen.
Maybe. No.
Stasis fluid. It would seem logical that I need to fill it with stasis fluid.
No, that won't work.
Now, it's obvious I could get stasis fluid from here, but how?
I don't think that'll work.
It's all nonsense. Okay, let's continue watching that guy because I am lost. That is sadly a truth. Apparently he has something else he got somewhere before, so I need to check when he got that. Some sort of where could he have gotten that? Some sort of growth red thing. He already has it. Okay, that's problematic. Where the hell did he get that? He comes out of that hole with some sort of red heart. Alright, let's wait. This is what's somewhat mining out these point-and-click games. If for some reason you overlook something, you're stuck. Also, I have no idea how I could possibly wake up that dude. I have no idea. There is no way he found that here. So where the hell did he get it? It is like this a lot. I don't enjoy watching someone else resolve the game for me, but I sincerely am at a loss. Blood and tissue, what? Okay. That still doesn't... Okay, I know where he got that shit. Crazy as it is. Let's see how he revives the asshole. Apparently that's in the next video. Because that's the real question I need to get an answer to. Although I would have never found that blood and tissue thing. I would have been at a loss forever and ever. How does he revive the guy? That's the question here. Okay, so he plugs in the Jeep, just like I did. Now he's going to prepare him for revival. He applies the head. I know the head. The torso. I also know the torso. The legs, 4 and 4. How does he know that? 2 and 1. Is there any way that this is not complete madness? Holy shit. How can he possibly know that? There is no way. There is no way. That is completely insane. Completely insane. Alright. Let me get a paper and something to write down, because this is madness. Shit. 4 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 5, 3 and 3, 2 and 2, and 4 and 4. Does this... It has absolutely no reason to be that way, is there? I doubt it very much. Alright. So let's get something I would have never seen on my own. That's the truth. Blood and tissue. Why would I even look at this? It's madness. Never would I have figured that out. Unless I spent hours upon hours. Maybe mixing the gas tank and a wire, maybe, but that's also ridiculous. This guy's not MacGyver. How can he possibly make this work? Okay.
The organic matter receptacle requires refined biological tissue.
Refined biological tissue. Great.
No, that won't work.
Motherfucker.
Solar panels damaged in section 1921. Auxiliary electrical subsystem damaged.
Did I just fuck up? I think I did. Whatever, let's wake up that dude. This is complete insanity. 4 and 2, 1 and 3. 1 and 5. 3 and 3.
Steady yourself. You'll be okay.
I heard screaming!
Woke him up. The survivor. He didn't make it.
Ah,
I
great.
think I killed him. I think I did something.
I told you to leave him. He was dead the minute they froze him. You just made his death easier, simpler.
I just killed a man, Tia.
You need to move before you become another dead body.
Have some mercy.
Mercy. You have no idea how much mercy I have. I've been in hell. Made choices that got people killed. This isn't just about you anymore. I'm sorry. I need you, John.
Oh good, let's get the stasis fluid, I'm guessing.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This isn't gonna work.
Now, how do I get refined tissue?
Don't hesitate, sir, because what is not properly prepared for the selected program.
You serious? I think I fucked up big. I don't have any organic material for that thing. Shit. What the hell does you refine? Maybe I had to liquefy it. Where the hell would I do it? I don't even have blood and tissue anymore. For whatever reason I cannot retrieve it. Shit. This is crazy. Refined genetic material. Refined genetic material. Where could I find something like that?
No, that won't work.
Fuck me. Okay, let's try to find another source of genetic material or organic material. Blood. Had the blood and tissue. I had it. Okay, time to watch that dude again. I don't know. How could he have gotten refined organic material? Shit, this is really difficult for me. I hate doing this. You're supposed to play games on your own, aren't you? At least that's the way I see it. Well, yeah, that blood and tissue is the key, but how did he make it work? Why did my blood and tissue get rejected while he isn't? Let's see. Body part. He places it in the surgical thing, just like me. Then what? Uses the pistol. What? This is madness. To grind it? Jesus. You will have to be a genius to figure that out. That guy must have an IQ of 300 or I don't know what. Use a pistol to grind the body part. That's the most stupid thing I've ever seen. Yes, of course, that makes perfect sense. Why butchers don't do that more often? Or maybe they do. Holy fuck.
Is ready.
If it had been a knife, a scalpel, something like that, but a pistol, a mace even, I would have said, yeah, mash it. But a pistol, a fucking pistol, are you fucking serious? Okay, let's do this shit. I'm sure I'm going to die.
You're going to have to be awake for this.
You're not helping.
Sorry. Okay. Just shit. Even be careful doesn't cover it.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's not like the power's gonna cut out in the middle of surgery.
Shit, John. Why would you even say that?
I'm about to cut into my spinal cord. I'm allowed one joke.
I'll be monitoring.
Deep breath, old man. You can do this.
I doubt it. I died. What? Maybe not. Every time I've seen that red logo means I died. Yeah, Argon, you are quite correct. Well, I wouldn't say it's a difficult game. It just
Greetings, joining our chat. I am Robin, the automated surgical medpod. Your physician will explain the procedure to you and offer you an opportunity to ask any questions. You may feel some discomfort after the procedure, such as a headache or nausea. Let your nurse know if you are uncomfortable so that you may be given medication and or other treatment. Take reinforcement videos. Warning, subject is not correctly prepared.
Stuff like this is what I mean. Hello, DX. Well, sadly, I don't have the money to purchase Metal Gear now. But if I had Metal Gear, yes, I would play it in another rules. Maybe next year, if I'm still streaming, I will catch it when it is on sale or something. What I call the problem of this game. How the hell am I supposed to know what to click? I don't even read what the hell is there. I'm sure I'm going to kill myself. Sure thing, I can do that. In this particular instance, the game is really loud. Yeah, I hear you on that, DX. Okay, let's kill ourselves.
Program 0415 initiated.
Well, in this case, it actually turns out this is him. Follow the list downwards.
Magnetic resonance imaging. Power surge and core system. Power and core system. Warning, subject is not correctly prepared.
To get raped by one of those things. Okay. Is the sound better, Argon?
Rebecca, no. Rebecca, run. No. Rebecca, run. No. Rebecca, run.
John? I'm here.
I'm trying to contact you. Can't hear anything. thought the worst.
How long was I out?
2 hours.
Okay. Alive, mostly. But fuck, my back is sore.
3 decks and you'll see your daughter. Focus on that. You should have enough drugs running through you to keep going for a few more hours.
Drugs. I've never been a fan. But these are definitely the good ones.
Yeah, here you could say it's because he's all drugged, TX. That's why he can stand up. Like he was in morphine or who knows what. Yeah, you see great asses down here, definitely. I don't know if it's the greatest. Most people always say that the Africans have the greatest asses. In general, the biggest, more firm asses. And here we are not. Holy shit. Well, there you go, TX. He is not doing that well. That was a horrendous experience, that scene. Horrible. But I guess realistic. Up there with... Is it in Dead Space 2? No, that's actually not that bad. Unless you kill yourself. In that case, it is horrible. So now I have my personal data tag. And I'm naked. And I know those things are around eating people. And I cannot even run anymore. Great. Let's see if this door opened up. But I would say that, yeah, down here girls are... Well, of course, as in every place there is a great variation, but yeah, in general they have better bodies than faces, you could say.
Ensure that you stay clean of parasites at all times. Mandatory rectal exams are to be enforced. Brought to you by Kane Health and Safety.
Oh no, don't worry, TX. I do hope I can play Divinity Original Sin, yeah. I had a roleplay for it. Well, actually, if you're from the US, coming to Colombia now is really cheap because our currency is really devalued against the dollar and the euro. So traveling is extremely cheap right now.
Level 2. Kitchen knife and snowflake are off limits.
Holy shit.
Level 3. Hydroponics is off limits.
Why is blood on the floor? Am I bleeding?
Perfect.
Where are you, John? Without the PDT, I can't track shit.
Hydroponics. Or what's left of hydroponics. The shaft's covered in growth. I'm not going anywhere.
Listen, wait. Let me check the blueprints. Yes, hydroponics has a service elevator.
Affirmative.
Keep me in the loop.
But yeah, I had the idea of playing a mage hunter. Not someone that hates mages, any and all mages. A party without mages that kills any mage on sight, basically. Really? Commentary in Spanish? Well, I could do it if you really wanted. Let's not say a few minutes, I'll give it 2 minutes until 10 PM my time. Entonces vamos para este lado. Miremos qué encontramos por acá. Un montón de muertos. Perfecto.
Oxygen levels increasing.
¿Eso es bueno o malo? Maldita sea. Hijos de puta. And that's it for the Spanish part. Motherfuckers, are you serious? I didn't even see those goddamn flies. Let's look at that. Yes, they are there. How the hell did I not see them? They look like fireflies, you know? What the fuck?
Oxygen levels increasing.
This is the shit that makes this game really difficult, you know? How are you supposed these things are deadly without walking here? But that's it, I died, and I said that would be the last death I would do. No, Argon, I am not. I actually live with relatives. I'm under their wing now that I'm unemployed.
This is ridiculous. How did it grow this world in a few months?
But yeah, this is a great game, but it's not good for another rules.
These plants can't naturally develop this fast.
Kane developed the technology to accelerate plant growth. Oxygen is big business.
Everything is an insta-death, and in that particular case, it's an insta-death by walking. Well, I also hope I can keep streaming. If not, I'll try to do my best to come back. But that would require me getting a job, which would... Holy shit!
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
It's some sort of insect.
Your distance.
It's tied up. Doesn't look like it can get loose.
Tied up? How big is it?
Okay, this is a great game, but I'm going to finish watching the playthrough on YouTube because, yeah, this is not working out very well. Especially walking. How can you live by walking? Alright. So, I am going to set up alien isolation. And I'll be back in an hour maybe. Less if I am able. But yeah, this playthrough is done. Overall, I do have to say this is a great game, and if you enjoy any sort of
sci-fi terror, like Event Horizon, for example. That's an old movie right now, but you should try it. The storyline is solid, but yeah, basically what's happening here, they are tampering with the genetic code of humans, and everything went to hell. Yeah, I don't expect to eat Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation and this game share that insta-death approach to making you feel helpless, you know? That you just can die at any moment. So I don't expect Alien Isolation to be a playthrough I finish, because I'm sure there will be a time when I will just get killed. When I look left, I get killed. When I look right, I get killed. And at that point, it becomes all metagaming and learning by repetition. And in that case, that's a game you shouldn't tackle in another rules. Just for fun, do it as a regular playthrough. But I will attempt not to die, and I will only stop playing Isolation once I believe I cannot progress any further by being either more careful, more resourceful, more cunning. We shall see. Well, I certainly hope I could. It would be great. But yeah, I will be back in an hour or so for Alien Isolation. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you then. In the meantime, have a great day. See you in a bit.